Hi honeys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to do this look that's on my face. It's just a beautiful pink berry halo eye with a splash of gold in the center and a beautiful nude lip. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, keep on watching. All right guys, so as usual, I have my eyebrows done and my eyelids already primed. So to start, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead into the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here called Bubblegum. So I'm gonna use Bubblegum as my transition shade, which is why I'm putting it on first, and I'm just gonna apply Bubblegum right below the brow bone.
First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's OPN, take the hot road and hop in.
So now using the same brush that I just used, I'm gonna go in the James Charles palette and take this bright pink shade, and I'm gonna apply this shade in my crease.
Engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's OPN, take that hot road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate, exfoliate.
All right guys, so now to deepen the crease, I'm gonna still use the same brush, and I'm gonna go back in with the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, and I'm gonna use the color or the shade Raspberry.
Let your emotion waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball.
Just to deepen it just a little bit more. And I'm gonna go and take this purple shade that's in the James Charles palette. I'm just gonna take a very little bit of that shade because I don't want the entire look to be purple, but I do want there to be a dramatic contrast.
Need to deep breathe, heartache complications. Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Contemplation over our situation. Open up.
All right guys, so the shadows are applied how I would like them. So now we're going to go to the step that we actually get the halo look. If you've never done the halo before, it may be a little hard, I'm not gonna lie, because it took me a few tries to kind of like I'm not even gonna say that I mastered it, but it took me a long time to figure it out, honestly, and I still haven't mastered it. But you know, practice makes perfect. To start, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Anastasia dip brow brush, and I believe this is brush number 12. And for concealer, I'm gonna go and take my Morphe concealer, and this is in the shade C165, and this is just the concealer that I use for everything. I'm just gonna take some concealer that's off of the wand, and I'm just going to put some product, just a little bit, not too much, because if you do too much, it's gonna spread. This is how you do the cut crease and the halo effect. So honestly, it's gonna be different for each eye, but where I look up and I see where my lid touches like the brow bone, if that makes sense. So like this space right here, I know this is where I want my halo to begin, so that you get that full halo effect if my eyes are open or closed. And I just start by marking it like that, just so I get a good idea on where I need it to begin.
First impression, you OPN, we should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's OPN, take that hot road and hop in. First impression.
And how dramatic you guys want your halo is completely up to you. Honestly, I like my eye looks to always be dramatic, so I'm gonna bring my halo down pretty far. on both sides, and then we'll do this middle space right here. So as you guys can see, I have the initial stroke done. I'm just gonna go back in with concealer and brighten it up just a tad bit more because I will be putting shadow over the part that I'm sculpting out. So I have at least like the stencil of how I want my halo to look.
I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. Come to visit me, she said that she the lonely.
All right, so now that I have the line done, I'm gonna go back in with the concealer, and I'm just going to dab a little bit of concealer in the middle of the lid. Nothing too crazy because I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. You don't need a lot of concealer, and if you do too little, you can always put a little bit in, but it sucks when you put too much because at that point, it's like you have to start all over again because when you blend out the concealer, it needs somewhere to go, and if you do too much, I mean, you're gonna conceal everything away. So just do a little bit, and then just dab with your finger. I just dab over it at first before I spread it. And then honestly, you can see what's left on my finger. I'm just gonna wipe that off. And then I'm just gonna go back in and dab and start spreading it around. But when you do the halo, so the halo look, you're kind of doing like a triangle, if that makes sense. So I'm not gonna dab the whole way out here because you kind of want the look to go in. So here it's gonna go in like that, and here it's gonna go in like that. So you don't wanna, you know, spread it the whole way out, just enough so that you get that effect of a V. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. And I'm just gonna take a little bit more of concealer, just a little dab there. Open up, open up, open. All right, so now you're probably like, Kelsey, that does not look like a V at all. That's fine because we're gonna draw the V. So before we get that V look, we're going to apply the shade that goes in the center. So I'm gonna go back into the James Charles palette, and I'm going to apply this shade right here. By the way, the brush that I'm using is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42. And then over top of that shade, I'm actually going to apply Jawbreaker in the Jawbreaker palette. All right guys, so now we're gonna take the same brush that we've been using and go back into the James Charles palette and take this berry shade again, and we're gonna apply this shade on both sides of the halo that we created. And we're going to, like I said, do that V. So we're going to do this kind of motion to bring the shades in to get that V. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. All right guys, just to deepen this outer side just a tad bit more, I'm gonna go back into the James Charles palette and take that purple shade that we used previously, just a little bit again, because this shade, honey, is very pigmented and it definitely goes on. So just a little bit. Engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the high road and hop in.
Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up.
All right, guys, so the eyeshadow is pretty much done for now. After we do our face, we'll do some shadow underneath. And of course, before we do our face, we're going to clean it up on the side so it doesn't look so messy. At this point, if you want to do liner, you can. If you don't, I'm not. So I'm just going to apply lashes. I'm actually going to try these new lashes that I got. It's Lash Couture Naked Drama Collection, and it's the brand Kiss. And this is in the lash tool. Guys, these lashes look absolutely gorgeous. They were $6. I got them from my local Walmart, and I absolutely love them. So I'm honestly looking at them, I'm like, oh my goodness. However, if you guys look really close, there is a very thick band. Now, I usually just use Ardell lashes, and I've recently tried the Morphe lashes, and the band is very thin. So I don't know how I'm gonna do with a thick band because I've never really had to deal with that. But yeah, and I also may need to trim them because I do kind of look a little long. So I finally got them open. That was like a struggle.
Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPN. Take the high road and hop in. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN. Engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The doors OPN. Take the high road and hop in. Open up, open up.
Guys, I love these. Hold up, because I was always told that thicker bands were harder to apply. It was actually easier. Guys, I'm shook. And I love the thick band because it kind of looks like that you have eyeliner on and you don't. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, so now for lashes, I'm going to take my Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Curl Lash Lifting Mascara. This was $4 at Ulta. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but it was super cheap. And as I said previously in videos, I do not spend an arm and a leg on mascara or eyeliner. I think that either drugstore or high-end works exactly the same. So why wouldn't you spend $4 versus $25 on a mascara? That's up to you. Even though I'm going to work, I don't care. I'm about to beat my face. So to beat it, of course, we're going to use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And yes, if you guys watched my July favorites video, this was mentioned because it's absolutely amazing. Honestly, I usually just use this for special occasions. However, I'm really feeling my makeup today. So we're going to use it. And yeah, I'm only going to work today, but I don't care.
The doors OPN. Take the high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN.
Of course, for foundation today, we are going to use the Morphe. Actually, no, I lied. Hold up. So I literally just ripped my entire room apart looking for my Fenty foundation. And it happened to be on my coffee table this entire time. So now my room looks like an absolute mess. Today I'm going to use, like I said, my Fenty foundation. And guys, I was using this foundation for, I want to say, at least a year before I started using the Morphe. And I'm not going to lie, it is really good. Kind of pricey. Amazing shade. Y'all. You see my eyelash that I cut? It's on my pinky. I use the shade 260. And this is the Pro Filter Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I haven't used this in a minute. Like, I haven't used this in a long time.
Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotion walk.
All right, so first impressions. I love it. literally, guys, with the Tatcha primer, it looks really nice. Really, really, really nice. So now I'm just gonna go ahead in with my Morphe concealer.
Open up. Need to reread our conversation. Got me contemplation over our situation. Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM.
So I am gonna use my Morphe bronzer. It came in my little Morphe bag when I went to the Morphe X Jeffree Star grand opening. If you guys want to see that experience, I do have a video on my channel. This is what it looks like out of the package.
Open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open up, open, open.
Guys, I might be a little crazy, but I'm going to try to use blush from the eyeshadow palette, and I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of Suck and Cherry Wet, and we'll see what happens. So I just took Suck from the Jawbreaker palette, and I'm actually using that as a blush right now, and I absolutely love it. So before I highlight, I have to set my face because I forgot to do that. And where's my setting powder? We are going to use the Laura Mercier setting powder.
First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. First impression.
So for highlighter today, we're gonna go back in the Jeffree Star palette and take the shade Jawbreaker. And I'm going to use my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush. So now we're just gonna finish up the eyes underneath. So I'm gonna take the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH39 brush. I'm just gonna go in and take Raspberry and put that underneath the eye.
She's closing up. Come to visit me. She say that she the loneliest and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up.
All right, I'm gonna use my Smashbox Super Fan mascara.
Follow me. Open up.
Guys, so I'm actually just gonna go in with the Anastasia lip palette, and the shade that I'm going to take is number 11.
Open up. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends.
All right, guys, so the look is now complete. I am living for it. I think it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. And guys, this is freshly washed hair. I washed it this morning and it is fully air dried. And you guys know I love my curly hair. And if you guys are wondering, I have the curl-la-la in my hair. If you watched my favorites video, you would see that it was mentioned in there. All right, guys, like I said before, I absolutely love this eyeshadow look. If you guys want to see more looks similar to this with the halo eye with different colors, let me know. If you guys want to follow me on my makeup journey, this crazy but amazing journey, please follow me on all of my social media. That will include Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter. I will have everything linked below for you guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And also, if you want to be notified whenever I do post a new video, you can go ahead and hit the little bell, which is your post notification, and will let you know every time that I upload. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.